and we are going to play. Just give me a second. I'm making tea. Once I get my tea made and put in the freezer so it can cool down, we will begin our play. I'm just getting due diligence done first because I know I'm going to want tea later. And I love tea. You guys know me. I'm a tea advocate. Also love coffee too. And that's the reason Live Spiffing Brit will look at me like I'm crazy. If you guys ever heard of that YouTube channel. Dude's awesome. Breaks a lot of games. But he ain't gonna like me, man. Because I'm a tea coffee drinker. As in, like, it's either tea or you're a coffee drinker for him. And he hates coffee. And he will make fun of anyone who drinks coffee. I drink both. Well, I mean, I can't say that's all I drink. I do drink like soda, tea, coffee, milk. One thing I will, which, you know, Brits, some of them are going to hate me for, but milk only belongs in drinking it by itself alongside sweets and desserts and inside of stuff like chocolate milk, strawberry milk, you know, when you do the syrups. Which there's also a caramel version now as well, so you can actually have like caramel milk. But it belongs in like lattes, you know, like coffee, because again it is a creamer bias. But milk does not belong in tea. Okay, that's how I feel on the stance. It does not belong in tea. Also, another thing that me and other people are going to argue about, and they're never going to change my mind, pineapple does not belong on an original pizza. Now, hear the words there, original pizza. So if you're doing pizza sauce, cheese, bread, it does not belong. Now, if you're doing a sweet pizza, kind of like you do a pie, but you do like dough, then you make your own version of like sauce, which wouldn't be pizza sauce. It would be sauce derived of the, you know, pineapple or strawberry or whatever like that. And you make your own sauce that way to put on like a pastry sauce and then add like pineapple. Yes. Okay. Where you can still use brown sugar and all like toppings pastries use. Yes. But cheese? No. Actual pizza sauce? No. Pineapple does not belong on that. That's just how I feel. You can hate on it all you want in the comments, but you're never going to change my mind. Okay? Pizza should be cheese pizza, pepperoni. You can put, you know, mushrooms on it. You can put olives. You know, all the natural stuff pizza is supposed to have. Okay? Saying pineapple belongs on pizza is just like saying you're going to put nuts on pizza. And when I say nuts, I mean like acorn, walnut. You hear how strange that sounds, right? A good pizza to me is something like, think of like when you order a Supreme pizza, right? You order a Supreme pizza, remove off the, let's see, the green and yellow peppers, okay? Don't put those on. Remove those two ingredients off. Add in some good minced garlic mushrooms, right? Even add some garlic into the pizza itself, not just like an actual like garlic sauce or garlic something, like actual garlic. Like dice it up, add some butter into a pan, caramelize your butter a little bit, throw some garlic into it, make like a buttery garlic type thing, and soften up the garlic with really thin slices, and then throw that onto a pizza. Not a lot, because garlic can be overpowering, so you just want little bits. but you get the idea of what I'm going on, right? Let's see. What else would you put on? Remove hamburger meat off. We don't like hamburger meat, which goes good on a combination pizza, but we're not going to put it in the pizza I'm making because we're only meat going up top is going to be pepperoni. And I think basically that's about it, apart from doing like a cheese stuffed crust. So when I say cheese stuffed crust, like there's now where people are doing like you take two really thin pizzas and you put the first one down and you add cheese just to that layer. Okay. And then you lay another one on top of it and you meet them in the middle, or not the middle, but on the edges. And you combine the edges so it actually becomes one dough again. And then on top of that, you will actually lay like your sauce, your cheese, your pepperoni, and all the stuff that we went on top of with the ingredients. And then you do a stuffed crust as well. So you get a whole nother little bit and you bring the dough around and add cheese into the actual outer crust as well. But a saucy stuffed crust, oh man, that would be good, man. It's like actually having a cheese pizza just for the crust. And then after you finish all of that, you can actually do your butter, garlic, and Parmesan, like sprinkles they add to the bottom of the pan that you lay the pizza on top of. And when you bake it, it gets that nice, like, Parmesan, like buttery garlic flavor to your actual crust to the bottom. That will hit. But I'm a fat ass. So, I'm going to give you the big back strategies. And when I say that, I mean like stuff that is going to taste amazing, but you're not going to remove the big back status from your name. And if you're a toothpick, I'll give you the stuff that actually makes you turn into a big back. Okay? The way I live, I don't live to impress anyone else. I make myself happy. And if I make myself happy, if that means making something that tastes damn fucking good and it makes me fat, I don't care. I don't care. You can say, well, I'm throwing my health away and I don't care about myself. But in fact, guys, caring about yourself doesn't mean you push yourself to every other boundary to make yourself look good and try to look good for other people. Respecting yourself just means you're happy where you're at. And am I happy where I'm at? Hell yeah. Oh, God. I need that. Hell yeah. Screw what other people think. Image is not everything. Okay? Some people will believe it is, but it's not. Attitude, the way you actually are perceived through what you do, matters more than what you look like. Hell, let's be honest. I've seen people 300 pounds with a fucking gut do just the same amount of work as somebody who's fucking slim. Belly size does not matter. Your health. Yes, it adds more weight to you, or later on it could, hinder you from things, or even of age, like make things harder on your muscles, your legs, your arms, your back. But end of the day, I've seen fat asses run the same fucking distance as somebody slim. They do it slower, but they still make the fucking distances. And let's be honest. A girl might be attractive to somebody who's got a six-pack and skinny as fuck, but at the end of the day, after they get married, they settle down, they have a couple kids, what happens to that person anyways? 90% of the time they become fat. And the funny thing is, that's actually called a dad bod. Okay, a dad bod is not slim and muscular. It's someone who shows they have the money to support oneself, and that usually shows in the case of fat because they have the money to afford to eat more. Okay, which again, dad bod. They're able to make themselves fat, still provide for their son and daughter, or both, or however many kids they have, and their wife, and still be fat. Okay? So, with that being said, guys, dad bods is not skinny. It's basically fat with muscle, with the same endurance and the willpower to repair things, get under the house, fix something, go out, fix the car, lift up some heavy fucking objects, no matter the fucking size. Okay? But dad bods usually means fat. I didn't hear this beep yet, but any more water going through it? Nope. Give us a good little mix. Oh, mean to do that. The amount of tea I made is actually a lot. I won't lie about that. I used one of the tea bags, or one bag makes an actual literal gallon of tea. So, and I'm only doing it in a 2-liter, so I used a little less water into my actual like coffee pot, because instead of sitting over here and having to boil it over the stove, just pass some really good hot water through it using a coffee pot like you make coffee. Exactly the same, but actually does it faster. All right. Now that I have this, which is my actual tea, we got to move it into my 2-liter. And I used a little less water this time, which I actually didn't have to. The mathematics in me usually says when you add sugar to something, it raises the water level, or we should say liquid level. So I removed out about a cup of water for a cup of sugar, and it still made the equal amount. Holy golden tea, baby. We're going to add some cold water to this, actually, off the boot, because I don't want to melt the bottle. That would not be good. So a little bit of cold water goes a long way. Now we can actually pour. Hold on, guys. I need to move this around a little better. Give me a momento. Let's get one of these down as well. That way, in case if I over pour this accidentally, like overzealously, I don't splash myself. With scalding hot tea. When I say scalding hot, I literally mean it's as hot as fuck. Burn the fuck out of my hand if I ain't careful. And there we go. I ain't worried about that super itty little bit. Cold water back on. Fill her up just a little bit more with some water. Cap it off. Stick her in the freeze. I'm actually going to leave this cap a little bit backed off of this so some air can still escape from the bottle and breathe. That way I don't end up with a wilted bottle. There we go. Perfect. One more thing I'd like to do, though, for this. Let's open this up right quick. I have this. Let's lift this up. Set this down and set this on top of that. I have a little bit more of a flatter surface in my freezer because I don't have like shelves. They're like wire shelves. Actually, see something right quick. This doesn't have. Nope. So you just do this. It's right there. Let's do this. There we go. See if that blocks my water from flowing. It doesn't. Nice. Make 110% sure. Oh yeah, look at that. Still drains. I gotta do my dishes, guys, so give me a minute. I mean, I'm not gonna do them right now. I'm just moving them over to the other side of the sink. Give me a second. All right, sorry, stream, that took that long. Installed my new drain system, which is good. And time to continue on. Let's see. Plus, I was also letting some dishes soak. So I kind of made the water for them to soak into for a little bit while we stream. All right. Continue. Where did we leave off? So the feel of this game is how they could have done the rework to the other. And again, I am actually really sorry, guys, that it took that long. Make sure we are still up and live. Yes, we are. Good, good, good. Come over here. That way, if I miss comments down at the bottom right, I can still get them on my phone. And can I have the live chat still pop up with it on display this way? Yes, yes, I can. Nice. Okay. There we go. So the feel of this feels so much smoother and so much better than the other game. And you can see holding pad does this, circle crouches, like it feels normal, square actually picks stuff up. And they're both made by the same game development crew, which is Ubisoft, by the way. So if I do this and I do this, you're going to notice it has this. But if I do this, you can see Ubisoft Connect pops up. So it is still Ubisoft. They could have done the same intention they done with this one over there, right? Could have been so much better. And then, like, see, holding R1 does this now instead of clicking the look button in.
You must be the young Sarentun Fika will not stop
So,
talking about.
what you guys didn't know, I did go do a little bit more of exploration. When I say that, you're going to notice there's a pathway that goes up here. And the reason I came back down here was, one, I was doing some stuff yesterday, and two, I wanted to make sure I can show you guys I got my dragon. We're going to fly over here to this and show you guys what the new area looks like without already being in the new area. So let's get our Bolty in here, which I actually forgot what I named him yesterday. I was saying his name all day yesterday. What would I name you again? Floof! There it is.
Come on, Floof. Let's ride.
All right, so where we're riding is actually going to be way over here. Plus, I got to let Floof get some fish down in the river. But we need to find is right here. So I need to mark this. And I do need to do this, but I need to do the facility. But there we go. All right, Floof, let's get you down to a river, shall we? All righty. Also, everybody joining, welcome, welcome. Let's get Floof some fishies. Okay, you don't have to make a noise every single time, game. There we go. And we got to get, like, maybe I think 3 to 4 more fish. So I wonder, can I just, like, hover here?
Hi.
Howdy, gamer girl. Welcome back to our streams. And I'm waiting on my tea also to cool off because it's actually in the fridge right now. Once it cools off, I'll be able to drink. I don't like hot tea. To me, it tastes a little different than it does the cool tea, and the cool tea kind of has like a better flavor to it for me. But some people prefer the hot. I'm just saying my preferability is cold tea, like iced tea, but without the actual ice. That way it doesn't water the tea down. You just stick it in the freezer for a little bit. No, we're not going down. We want to do this. Okay, do I not need any more? I didn't look at Floof's. Okay, he has full stamina. We're good. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the stamina. I just wanted to make sure. We're going to fly up and then fly the direction we need to go, which is in this direction here. And we're going to the upper plains is where we're off to. I actually just got this yesterday, and I don't want to fly directly over that because they do have anti-air. And I haven't done that yet. I think that's the oil refinery doing all the weird stuff Lee does to this section of the map. My character just isn't that high of a level yet because I actually have to level my character. Oh god, actually, just that little bit of flying gave me a little bit of some stamina lowering, so we're going to re-get my stam back here in a second. Alright, Floof, I'm just going to soar in now. Catch you a fish.
That's better, huh?
Attaboy, Floof. Alright. We just got to make our way around this base. I don't know how close we can actually... Not very close. Okay. Holy Floof, I am so sorry. I did not mean to get you in the aggro range. Alright, Floof, we'll just kind of go over the river. That's down here. Do some evasive flying here through the trees. I ain't doing too much to you.
I should eat.
Oh, my character's hungry. Although I can only feed Floof while I'm riding him. And I think the rocky outcrop is going to be to my right of where we're going. Should be like right around... Hold on. We actually need to continue around the base a little bit. But it should be like right over there. I'm just trying not to get Floof shot by the missiles again. And we're going right there. I got a buff for another 2 minutes, and my character is hungry, so we are going to eat here in a second. But right here is where we're going to be landing down. And sometimes there is like fruits on these, so I'm going to check. Any fruits? Nope. Nothing there. Oh, I came down here to get a specific moss. I forgot about that. That's what I came down here for last night. But I want to show this other stuff off because there is going to be moss that we can get, and it actually grows around a specific lake. And that's where I wanted to go. But we're going to go ahead and gather this. So for me, I'm thinking it might be a... There we go. It's an up already. Boop. Gather. Up. And pull. There we go. Perfect. Oh, it's eggs. Okay. We are going to go ahead and eat. I wish I can just tap square on that instead of having to hold it. But I do understand so people don't accidentally like click something they don't want to click. All right, Floof. I can't fly you past this point. I have to literally wait till I'm in the plains before I can call you again. And they made the horses over here very finicky. When I say finicky, like they're good to ride, but they're they don't last that long. It felt like I only like got it to run for a quarter of the way to the base I was supposed to be going towards, and then it was like, oh yeah, the horse now kicks you off the back of it and is now not friendly no more. I didn't get it hit by anything. It's just they do a temporary, and it's like on a timer. But you'll, fall through the cave, go up this little vine here. And we're about to get flashbanged, by the way, guys. It is going to be very, very bright. Just a heads up, which is going to be right over here. And here comes the flashbang. But when you make it out here, this is what the plains look like. And yes, I did all the stuff to get up to this point, which was like just one, maybe mission and a half from last night that you guys missed. But yeah, we come into the plains, and then right here is where you fly your kite to let them know you've joined, hence the black and blue there instead of the cyan bluish green, right? We get an actual cyan blue for us, and this is how you actually do the horses. So you do the soothe, and then you have to walk up to them very slowly, and they actually teach you as soon as you actually get onto the plain, so I don't really have to do too much of a lesson for this, but they let you, do that, and then you're able to walk around, hop onto the mount, and ride it to wherever you're going. In this case, I'm not really going to be using this mount for too long, and you can see there is like shoulder swapping, so you can actually shoulder swap, which is great. Something I wish that was in a lot of games, actually, to be honest with you. But we're going to go ahead and use this horse to get up maybe just to these pillars, and then after that, we're going to go ahead and hop off the dismount here. Because I've already traversed all of this all the way up to here, which is where the main bit is. And the horse actually only lasted me to about like right here, to where this river is. I actually had to swim across this river, run down through here, run all of that, because the horse doesn't last that long. That's another reason I'm not using the horse to come all the way up here. But go ahead and fast travel, which is minus 20 on that, which is perfectly fine. I'm not worried about that too much. But yeah, this game is actually kind of fun, man. I do need to get my level up, but I need to find where all the different traders are in the different villages. Like, I know where the other one is. Oh, receive.
See what I have.
Ooh, designs. Receive. Receive. And then right here is where the different weapons is. So I need to find the person who does armor to get me some better armor. But also do need to look at like weapons later on too, and different like grips and all of that. So this is actually going to be better for me. Oh, receive. It doesn't say a payment, which means I think that is actually free. Okay, not going to worry about that. We're a weighted mod, wildlife damage, stealth damage. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Give me it. Oh yeah, I forgot. This actually just uses up like the thing to the right there. RDA damage and weak spot damage. I like anything that says weak spot because that's what I shoot for. Oh my god, that drained a lot of the okay. I probably should have been paying attention to that, but that is fine. And there is exquisite stuff that we can get later as well. After killing an enemy, restore train energy after killing an enemy. Okay, not bad. I mean, some of these actually sound pretty good. All right, so we've done that.
Right well, warrior.
And we got the new bow recipes, which means I can craft them. I don't have to buy the bows. They didn't show where everything is around here, and sometimes like they'll actually show outfits. Where outfits is. I know this is the cooking station. Let's go to first person right quick. Okay, nothing here. Talk. Okay, what do you do? Oh, receive?
You know I have only the
You're the
best.
clothing one. Alrighty, nice. So I found where the clothing one for this one is. And we're going to go ahead and receive all of this stuff. Okay. I cannot buy anything just because of the fact of, well, to be honest with you guys, I used up this, which is my clan stuff, which is clan favor. You can actually gain this by doing missions like side quests for like the tribes. The main quest line actually gives it, and also I can trade stuff into the community chest wherever that chest is here. Is it up here? No, this is just a little. Okay. So it look like this, but usually it's like hanging up or set on top of like a pedestal. And once you find that right here, there we go. So this is the contribute, so the community basket. So anything I have extras of that I'm no longer using anymore, like if I go to weapons and I was like, oh, I wasn't using this or that or XYZ, I could click this stuff and trade it in. For instance, like, we're not going to be using this. We'll keep that. So you can see we have the contribute going for one there. Lean meat, got egg, okay. All this different food here. Let's do some heavy hide. Why not? We'll do the hide. We'll do this. Light hide. this, because I can actually get more of this later. It's actually not hard to get the hides and this stuff. So we'll get it. So you can see I contribute 18. Now this is the slowest method, which is trading this stuff in. I am going to keep the shells. But the teeth, all right, that's good. 23 items. We'll get up to about almost 1 leaf there. Contribute 23 items. And now you can see we got clan favor back up to at least here when it was like way over here. So we can go out and hunt and then build this up and then use the clan favors to buy stuff from the actual tribes themselves, which is a lot better than actually using the resources we harvest to buy things indirectly from, well, the people area, which I forget the name of that, which is the first area you ever find in the game. But receive.
Make your pick, friend.
So you can see we're not in enough standing for everything here, which is fine. I was just wondering so we get energy with this, but also we get more health. That's the main thing we're looking at is like resistance, health, and how much everything is. That does 88. This is 54. I'd actually prefer this one. Crafting can also upgrade your gear and stuff like that. And later on, I do want to get the highest upgrades on every weapon, every shirt, and then find exactly which one I feel for my playstyle, right? But for instance, let's actually take a look at you right quick. So receive.
Looking to gain an edge.
We can also get like bows and stuff like that. Like, look, boom, even more damage. And I think this is just a heavy bow. So you're able to like go through here and take a look and figure out what you may or may not need.
Keep your head high.
I need to find the crafting table, which actually could have been over by the community thing, wherever that was again. Till I actually learn this location, it'll take me a minute to memorize where everything is.
Join us.
Okay. This is where this was. Oh, we can actually open up the basket and grab whatever's in that. Oh, right here. Crafting table is right here, baby. All right, so you can see we can craft out this stuff. We just need to get the resources, and you'll be able to see that it's exactly the same. But if I was to click this, you're going to notice, like, when I come in here and I do whatever, if I had an item, like right here, if I went to this, you can see I can select this, but if I had the feathers, I'd be able to, like, upgrade this to the highest tier and then craft everything out at the highest tier for superior, like, oh my God, I can't speak. For the highest tier version of the armor, weapon, or whatever, is how that works. And I'm going to have to figure out how to get my hands onto those feathers, which I think is a weekly trade. And I think I actually have to talk to that person for one of my things, quest-wise. So you can see if I do this, we are doing all of these. Which, however, I did do Skybreaker, which means I have to do this quest in order to actually cannot be completed at the moment, which means I got to do something to be able to unlock that. We're not going to the DLC yet, because I did buy one DLC. It was like super cheap. It was like, what, 17? So I just dropped 17 on it and picked it up, but just the Skybreaker. But we do have a lot of quests to get into, which means we got about, 30 to 40 hours of more content now? We're technically, no, there's 3 DLCs, so we'll say like maybe 32 hours of extra content. Well, not extra. It's 24 with the base game, so I'm going to give it like, 10, like another few hours of content, because all 3 is like 72 hours of content or something like that is what it said on the wiki when I actually looked it up. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to get into, and one of the things I do need to do is go right back down here now. I just wanted to show you guys that I had that, because there is this right here, and that's where we need to go, because I need to come back to right here to the Resistance headquarters, and this is where I'm telling you don't buy stuff, but we got to go here. Because down here in the little Dryer's Bowl there's like little things in the middle of this like whatever that is. Technically, it's a pond, I'm guessing, like little islands, and that is where we actually go grab one of the things we're going to need. Yes, I looked it up on the wiki last night, and that's the only reason I know. And somehow I've retained that memory, even though I've slept.
Hey, if you're not busy,
I haven't even got my food yet that I was going to eat. And, oh yeah, I forgot my character's hungry. How do I keep forgetting this, me? Oh, I didn't cook anything. Okay. All my food is actually in the friggin' table. Let's actually cook. Because I am kind of curious. What do these two things make? Cook it. Got an egg and a thing of meat going in. High in protein, though. Oh, so it's just fine. Technically, this would be super high protein. I don't know why it would give me more damage. Technically, this should give me more endurance. But, okay, devs. I see you. I don't have 2 eggs. Dang it. I only picked up 2, didn't I? All good. We'll actually go ahead and eat that right quick, because that's going to give me a little bit more health and stuff. And not health, but, more energy, and it's going to give me more damage, which is going to be pretty good. Can I actually come down here and take a little look-see? Because I need moss for seaweed. Oh, I actually guessed that? What the okay. Did not expect to be able to go, it's this way, and then boom. I didn't actually expect to do that. But I need moss, and I don't know what it actually looks like or where to get it. I just know to go down to the bottom to go for it, which is actually in this direction. So we need to go this way. Like we're going back to the very beginning of the game in a little bit. Because we are 300 meters from where I need to be. Yoink. There's a rope right there. We're just going to go to that rope. I like how the movement, the aim, and everything kind of feels with this one compared to what we were just doing on the, I'm going to say remake, but technically it's just the same game. They just updated it to be a little better. So we're going to get some, healing herb. There we go. And they said, there's little islands or something. I'm guessing maybe inspect. This is not where, oh no, this is not where I'm going. I still got 200 meters to run this way. A lot of healing plants throughout this, though. I'm not going to lie. They done a good deed for the healing plants. Down there is where we're going. Alrighty. Ooh, it's going to turn nighttime soon. Alright, we're just going to go for it. Into the deep pool we go. Oh, can't get up on that yet. Right here. Or the game's not going to let me, there we go. This. Okay, so that is not the moss that we're looking for. Right here. Bruce moss. Oh, we actually got to have a mini game that goes with this. Okay. So up to the top left is what we do there, and I didn't do that with pristine. I am actually kind of horrible at that occasionally. What? There we go. It just didn't want to work there for a second, which made me think of maybe it randomizes its different area. More moss. So left. There we go. Pristine. Is there only 3 on this one? No, there's another one right here. Left and pull. There we go. Now we just got to go over and do the same over there. Oh, I actually got some superior. Nice. That's actually pretty awesome that I got superior. What was that, like, glowing peripheral that I just had when I was, like, underwater? Something here was glowing. There we go. All right. Some moss right here. We're going to go to our full. And occasionally, guys, if I hear something, like, out my back door, I will, like, go check it for the fact of, like, we've had bears in the area. Not, like, brown, black bear. So, I mean, not as deadly, but, yeah. You just got to make sure, you know, I scare them off or whatever. And then call the proper people. Hello, you. You look like something I would want to tantalize in my hand, but I can't. Ah, more moss right over there. I'm like getting fine. I mean, technically, I think you have to wait till a rain or whenever, like it says, in order to get the best form, a higher chance at the best form, but we're just kind of doing this for now. We're just going to grab as much as we possibly can till it says we're full. Or until I'm not seeing no more. Because the moss is used in one of the crafting things that I was doing. Oh, hello, you. Let's make sure. Oh, we don't have to top that off. We're good. We're good there, too. Are they asleep or deceased? I'll know in a second. Because I don't want to waste arrows on this if I don't have to. Okay, so it shows that, but I don't know if they're actually dead or not. Okay. Oh. They're alive. How does that not kill you? Oh, you're like 1 HP. You're dead. What do you mean not a clean? I did not mean to hit that. Boy, you know what's best for you, just chill. I want to cancel this shot. I just want to hit that weak spot, which is hard to hit. It's a really small area. Oh, no. It wouldn't let me run. It wouldn't let me slide. It wouldn't let me slide. That's my fault. I don't think I was actually moving fast enough for it to do this. All right, I just want it to run. If I can get it to run, we'll be good. It's not going to run, is it? There. I don't like having a kill like that, man, where I can't do peaceful or anything.
Thank you for these gifts.
But I will say I'll go for it because it is going to give me meat and stuff like that. Oh, we got exquisite from that. And superior. Okay. Nice. Not bad. Exquisite's the best. Superior's underneath it, which is actually really, really good. Oh, hello, you. I don't know what you actually do. Hold on. Can I please inspect? Small animals, which it hunts food. Okay, so it's carnivorous, and I don't want that either. Because on the stream, you know what? Just for the stream, I'll show you what it does. That's what it does, okay? And some of them actually can send you flying. It's sometimes it's not just that itty little bitty burst. I actually got sent from like right here to like right there by one before at the very beginning of the game. It was kind of weird. Hello, you. Inspect. Anything here I can collect? Oh, yes, there is. Oh, we got a ration. Nice. Okay. So we got that. Let's go back over to here. I don't mind to fast travel. And I can't wait till my tea gets done. Plus, I need to get food IRL, which I'll probably do here in a minute because I have everything at home. I just got to make it. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do some cooking. Because we got this and this, which will cook. We killed some big game, my dude. I don't think the meat is cooked that quick. Ooh, 100% energy. Bar skin, 18 minutes. Oh, I like that, dude. Oh, I so like that. It ain't gonna let me favorite it, but that is perfectly fine. Can I do... Okay, I only have that much. Alright, let's actually go ahead and eat that, because that's actually gonna help with my energy. A lot. Plus, it gives me my other energy back, which is great. Let's go take a look at the crafting, because I forgot exactly what I was crafting the other day, or trying to craft. I think it might have been a shirt. Because I was looking for moss, which it looks to be any tooth, any moss. So this is 27, 38, 27. So this happens to be our, that's mounted damage, weak spot damage, ranged resistance. Okay, I was thinking of like doing this or the ranged resistance, but I might do this. It says any tooth, which means I got to go hunt like other animals, but you can see we can do moss, which is great. Wait, I know I picked up some. Oh no, we got superior moss only, didn't we? This will help with stealth as well. I just don't have any teeth. I'll need to have to go get some teeth here in a second. So superior crafting design, which is great. We need to get some reeds. I'm actually just taking a quick little look because we also got the lightning bow stuff, which I already crafted the lightning bow small, which is this one. Say, because any branch, I've already done that. What was I going to craft again? Superior. Oh, this was basic. I might have been trying to go for a better version of a shirt, maybe? 115 to 167 health. Because if we done this, I get 28, which actually gives me stealth too. Screw it, we'll craft it. And then we'll put my old one in the thing. So equip it. So now my level is 7, which is great. This is actually underwhelming at the moment, so I do need to go for shells. So 2 shells. This is going to be piece gifted by blah blah. Okay. Range resistance. I might actually do this one for the range resistance, weak spot damage. Okay. For the booties, we have this, which is like the little guards. I might actually get this. Oh, no, we already done that. So we got what? Oh, no, we didn't. I'm going to go for this because it is going to be superior crafting. So it'll actually be a lot better. What do we need? Any light hide? We need to get some light hide. I do have the bark, but I would like to upgrade the bark. I just don't have the stuff to do it at the moment. Okay. Not bad. I'm thinking I'm about to go get me something to eat. We'll reconvene for a stream after I eat. Anything here to grab right quick before we... Nah, we're good. Okay. So we got our moss. We got the other stuff. I know where to get the moss
Check
at.
our messages.
Okay, I will in a bit. Give me a sec because I'm going to quickly go ahead and plop off stream for a sec. Start working on something to eat, and then we'll reconvene after. And I'll check my message as soon as stream ends.